What is a HACCP plan for bakeries? A HACCP plan for bakeries is an output document of the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points, or HACCP, study. It specifies the strategies to be followed to assure control of physical, chemical, and biological hazards based on the 7 principles of HACCP when manufacturing baked goods. The following elements are suggested: a trained HACCP team, product description, intended use, process flow diagrams, hazard analysis chart, critical control points, or CCP, identification, HACCP control chart. How is it implemented? The HACCP plan for bakeries is specific to a product, for example pan bread, rolls, buns, and the process involved in its manufacturing, such as the production line or sanitation. It focuses on the food safety hazards that the established prerequisite hygiene programs and/or good manufacturing practices cannot manage or prevent. Implementation utilizes the following steps. 1. HACCP team. Here is an example of a HACCP team. Notice how departments and roles are clearly identified. 2. Product description. Product description contains information regarding the formulation, composition, and processing technologies applied for manufacturing bakery products. Formulation, for instance, allergenic ingredients, plant and/or animal origin of raw materials. Compositional elements that affect microbial growth, including water activity, pH, preservatives, acidity, nutrition labeling, and allergens declaring. Technologies applied in product manufacturing, including baking, freezing, fermentation, pasteurization, ambient, sterile, vacuum, or modified atmosphere packaging. 3. Intended use. Intended use covers the target groups who will buy, prepare, and/or consume the products. Different consumer groups may have varying susceptibilities to significant hazards, such as infants, children, hospital patients, immunocompromised individuals, and allergic populations. 4. Process flow diagrams. Providing the following information can help create a process flow diagram to show an overview of the entire process. Details of all ingredients or inputs to processing steps, including details for macros, minors, and micros. All process activities or steps. Packaging material specifications. Processing, handling, and holding conditions and parameters, such as temperature, time, pressure, agitation speed, heat flux, humidity, airflow, pH, product moisture level, TTA, mass flow, viscosity, and percentage of additives. Transfers within and between production areas, including product flow patterns. Issues or concerns regarding the hygienic design of equipment. A simple process flow diagram for a bread baking plant could be: scaling, mixing, bulk fermentation, makeup, proofing, baking, cooling, packaging, metal detection, stacking, storage, and shipping. 5. Hazard analysis chart. In order to make the HACCP study simpler and practical, HACCP teams need to identify the relevant or potential hazards, for example, screen significant from non-significant hazards. It is then necessary to consider the likelihood of occurrence of the hazard in the specific bakery being studied, and the severity of the potential adverse effect in case a given hazard occurs in any stage of the supply chain, or the food safety risk. The hazard analysis chart collected by the HACCP team are significant for food safety and the HACCP plan. A significant hazard is both likely to occur and has the potential to cause harm to the consumer. Criteria and guidance, based on sound science and experience, must be established for deciding the equivalency of a given significant hazard in terms of the numerical value obtained. This is essential for defining which hazard is significant and must be addressed in the HACCP plan, or it is being controlled effectively by prerequisite programs and GMPs and should be left out, for instance, when the hazard is not significant and should not be included in the HACCP plan. 6. Critical control points identification. CCPs need to be identified to prevent, eliminate, or reduce hazards. Here's an example of a worksheet for CCP identification of significant hazards. The question in the CCP decision tree is the step specifically designed to eliminate or reduce the likely occurrence of a hazard to an acceptable level? 7. HACCP control chart. A HACCP control chart can be constructed as follows. Want to prepare your own HACCP plan? Get a step-by-step guide for creating a HACCP plan in our technical paper. Link in the description below. Learn more about all things baking by signing up for our newsletter. Until next time, bakers. At BAKERpedia, we're here on a need-to-know basis.